Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Sorry it has taken me a while to get another one of these videos together. I have just been in the hospital a bunch and fully immersed with everything that is there. So I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves as much as possible and hanging in there. I really miss you. That is an understatement for sure. So today I just tried to put this video together with a little variety in the postures and what's in the other videos. That way if you are repeating some of this at home, it'll mix things up a little bit for you. And really quick, I did just want to say that I hope today can just be an opportunity for us all to really just kind of have a really gentle approach with ourselves and what we might need today. I know with all the times that are going on, we are being asked to show up in really probably different ways than we're used to having to show up. And I think with that, maybe our self-care or what we need might be different than what other people need, what other people think we need, what we think we typically need. So I just would really ask you today just to be gentle and really come at this practice and with yourself in a really listening mode and just checking in, letting go of any expectation of how you think you should show up and how you think you should be taking care of yourself, and just really seeing what it is your body is asking for, what your mind is asking for, what your emotional health is asking for, and just be really compassionate and gentle in giving that to yourself. So with all that said, we'll get started. I probably will be a little more silent today. I desperately need this practice myself, so I am going to be just kind of moving through it with you guys. So to begin, with that said too, if you guys have blocks, you want to grab a couple of those, or if you don't have blocks at home, maybe some books will work just as well. And if you do want to bolster, you can just use any kind of pillow or cushion that you might have at home. So to begin, let's come to lying down on our mat. We're going to start in supported bridge. So taking a block or any of those books that you have and just kind of placing it under your sacrum there. So you want to make sure that the block is really supporting that lower spine sacral area there. So just inviting a gentle back bend here. If that feels like it's enough, you can keep your knees bent and keep your feet flat on the mat there. If you'd like to see what it feels like to straighten out your legs one at a time. So here we should just start to feel some opening and stretching along that lower spine there. We've probably been spending a different amount of time than we're used to, maybe sitting or hunched over different devices, maybe not moving in a way that our bodies are used to. So just bringing some opportunity for our body to move in a different direction. As we begin here, just starting to check in the different sensations that might be present in your body. Scanning down from your head all the way through your upper body, into your lower body, and out through your toes. Letting your system start to slow down and relax. Trying to let go of any holding or clenching. Noticing the muscles around your mouth and your neck, and releasing those. Same into your shoulders and upper back, letting everything fall really heavy. Down through your hips and your legs, your thighs. Letting the block and the ground below be the only thing that is holding you up. Down into your ankles, through your feet. Just to continue to tune our attention into our body and the sensations here. If you'd like to clench your right hand, drawing the fingers in, noticing what that feels like, and then releasing the fingers. Repeating on the left hand, so drawing the fingers into a fist, noticing the sensation in the arm, in the hand, and then opening your fingers. And back to the right hand, clenching your fingers in. Just releasing them back out. Drawing the fingers on the left hand into a fist. And then releasing them back out. If you'd like to continue a few more rounds, just using power of your mind and your intention and attention on to what those sensations feel like. Letting your body be a soft spot to land right now. Letting go of any movement. Be drawing your mind into the breath. Feeling how your body feels as you take a deep inhale. And then deeply exhale, releasing, relaxing. Yielding to what is right now. Just following your breath again as you breathe in and breathe out. Knowing right now there is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Given yourself this time to be in your body, to be with whatever is there, whatever sensations are present, whatever thoughts are present, whatever emotions are there. All of it is okay. one knee at a time. You can reach under and remove that block or the books. Just place that to the side. Just pausing for a moment here with your back flat on the mat. Letting your spine just readjust to this neutral position. Still keeping all your muscles relaxed, your body heavy. Just slowly rolling onto your left side. You can keep your knees bent here. We're going to come into cattails. So lifting up onto your left arm, so kind of supporting yourself with your left shoulder if you'd like. That's going to draw a stretch into the left side body. Keeping your top leg bent out in front of you, and then straightening that bottom leg. So the left bottom leg is straight. You're going to bend the left knee and then reach back with your right arm and grab the left toes. So really here, the target we're going for is that left front leg. So the front of that bottom leg, probably feeling a little stretch along that area where the quadricep is, and then down into the left side body there as well. If that is too much as you're up on the elbow, you can always lower your body down, hold your head in your hand there. So really just noticing a position and adjusting the posture so that you're starting to feel just some mild tugging, some appropriate level of sensation in these different areas. As you know, yin is not about being in a perfect shape or all looking the same. It's really about listening to your body and moving in a way that generates some of the stress in these target areas for you. So we're working with some of the deeper connective tissues, the fascia. So trying to relax our muscles as we're in the posture. To breathe in whatever way is relaxing and restful for you. You'd like to imagine drawing the breath into the area of sensation that you're feeling. And then just releasing it. Is really not about needing to control any of our experience. So again, being gentle, just being curious to what is your experience, not holding on to anything too tightly, just allowing the natural rhythms to move in and through your body. Slowly releasing that bottom foot. Just lying down briefly. You can stay kind of in a fetal position on your left side. Again, just noticing whatever sensations are moving through. Maybe as they come and they change. They fade away. And gently pushing yourself up to a seat. You're going to come to the top edge of your mat here, and you're going to extend your left leg out. We're going to come into outrigger. So with your right leg bent and your left leg extended, you can play with the positioning of your hips here. So if you'd like your hips more forward and up, or maybe a little lower and back where you're kind of crouching on that bent leg, feel free. Here what we're really targeting is the inner line of this left leg. So wanting some mild stretching, tugging, maybe achiness along that leg there. The toes on the left foot can stay pointed down or upward. You'll notice again it just shifts where you're feeling that sensation on the line of the leg here. I will cue you as we're about halfway if you want to try with the toes down for the first half and then maybe having them up for the second portion. Your upper body, you can, lower down onto your elbows if you'd like, or you can stay propped up. Again, just finding a position here where you can start to let your system settle. Just resting with the sensations that are present. Not having to label them as good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. Just trying to not attach any sort of labels on them, any preferences for them. Just letting them be what is right now. Let go of any muscle tension that you're holding in that top leg there, the left leg. Sometimes we can inadvertently be clenching and holding on to things, so just drawing our attention there, relaxing where we can. Like to play with your foot in a different position, feel free to maybe point those left toes up. Typically in yin we hold poses for about 3 to 5 minutes and generally go for some level of stillness. But with that said, always feel free to readjust and move out of a posture if you're feeling like the sensation has become too intense, if you're feeling any sort of pain, any of these weird tingling, numb sensations. That is not what we want. We're going for a mild, gentle kind of stretching or tugging in the target area. But as you're in a posture, that might shift and change, so always feeling like you can readjust, move out, or move deeper to get that appropriate level of sensation. We'll say the stillness is not always easy. We often live in a way that masks what is there when we stop and are still. So trying to embrace some of that change of pace for our system, for our body, can be hard, and kind of uncover different things that might be waiting for us when we do slow down. And just knowing that's normal, allowing there to be room for all of it. Gently pushing yourself back up, releasing that leg, lying down onto your belly. You're turning your head to one side. Again, just using the sensations in your body to anchor you to this moment. You're noticing if the left side and the right feel any different. Gently rolling onto your right side now. We're going to come into cattail on the right. So propping up onto your right elbow if you'd like, or if you don't want to come all the way up, maybe just lying down with your right arm extended. So here, just starting to target the right side body. We're going to bend the top knee. So letting your left leg bend out in front of you, grabbing your bottom right leg behind you with your left arm. So left hand is holding the right toes there. So here, just targeting the right side body and the top line of that right bottom leg, so the area where that right quadricep is. Sinking into it. Maybe breathing into the sensation. Drawing your mind, your thoughts into that sensation. Any of the feeling or the tugging, maybe adjusting, moving your body in a way that can draw it back. Be going into a deeper side bend, pulling that bottom leg a little further back and increase the sensation in that quadricep area. Just releasing that bottom leg, lying down onto your right side in fetal position for a moment. Noticing your breath and your sensations in your body. Not being anywhere else but right here and right now. Gently pushing yourself up. Bottom of your mat here, we're going to come into outrigger on the other leg. So extending your right leg out this time, bending your left knee. You can stay kind of elevated with the hips here if you'd like, or settle them back onto that back leg, whatever way feels good on that bottom knee there. Here we're targeting the inner line of this right leg this time. So again, toes can either be pointed forward or pointed upward. I will cue you when we're about halfway through. Your upper body can stay up on your hands, or feel free to come down onto your elbows. Letting go any need to control our experience right now. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you're thinking is okay. This is really just about connecting with what is. What is your body holding? What is it feeling? All just parts of a wide range of our human experience. like to move that right foot, have the toes pointed upward, feel free. And just noticing how subtle shifts or changes might alter the sensations you're feeling, noticing where it changes the emphasis to be in your body. Just gently coming back up, releasing that leg. I'm just gonna come to lying on your belly again, maybe turning your head the other direction than it was before. Pushing yourself up to a table where your hands are below your shoulders and your knees are below your hips. We're going to come into quarter dog. So gently walking your hands out in front of you. Keeping your hips semi-aligned above your knees to begin here. So keeping that right arm out, you can grab the right elbow with that left hand. So kind of folding that left arm in and just lowering your torso, your head, and your neck onto the mat. So drawing a gentle back bend to the upper spine here. A big opening along that right bottom arm and right shoulder. So again, playing here with the orientation of your hips. If you want to just emphasize kind of leaning back with your body weight down through the hips backwards, that will draw some more tugging and sensation into that right shoulder and arm, kind of creating your own body's traction. And then lowering your head. If it feels good on your neck and you are maybe hyper flexible there, you can always look forward, resting your chin on the mat. So just picturing a gentle back bending motion with that upper spine. It can be tough to get into that thoracic spine area, so just letting the weight of your chest fall heavy onto the mat. If there's any weird kind of tingling in that extended arm or electrical sensations, you can always move the arm out to the side or closer in, finding a place that feels right for your body. Loosen the shoulders. Letting go of any holding or controlling. Any need to achieve any certain shape or destination in this posture. Gently straightening out your left arm, be lowering your hips and coming into child's pose or tadpole. Arms down at your side, just letting your head rest heavy on the mat, your upper body sinking heavy onto your legs. Every muscle, every piece of holding. And then just slowly coming forward, we're going to come into open wings. So lying down onto your belly, you're going to extend your right arm out to the side, kind of at a 90-degree angle, just for a visual to start. Again, that can change throughout the posture, so you can always move your arm down or higher if you do start to have any kind of tingling or numbness. So with the right arm extended, you're going to slowly start to roll onto the right side body there. So starting to feel a big opening along the right shoulder, the right arm. If you'd like, you can always bend up your top leg. Just kind of maybe further pushes you over onto the side there. The top arm can stay in front of you, can kind of drape behind you if you'd like. You can always outstretch it and just allow some whole chest opening to happen. Do whatever's comfortable with your neck. If you want your chin kind of pointed downward or neck looking out straight, there's no right or wrong here.
muscle holding in those arms and shoulders. Moving that upper arm back to the front of your body, letting go of your legs, rolling onto your belly, drawing that right arm back to your side, maybe turning your head the other direction. Pushing yourself back up to table. We're going to come into quarter dog with the left arm out this time. So with your hips above your knees, starting to walk your arms out ahead, leaving the left arm out extended. You can bend the right elbow and place your right hand on that left elbow there. And then kind of using your hips as traction, kind of pushing your body weight back through your hips, and then keeping that left arm stretching forward. Starting to feel some opening along the bottom of this left arm here and into that left shoulder. And then letting your head fall heavy on the mat. Inviting some opening and backward bending in that thoracic spine. Again, just letting the weight of your body pull you back as that arm keeps reaching forward. relaxing your muscles. Just letting your breath be easy. Just noticing the sensations, maybe without judgment, without good and bad labels. Relaxing anywhere you've re-clenched or re-held. Just a few more breaths here. Gently sliding your hips back, coming into child's pose, maybe this time drawing your knees together, letting your arms be next to your legs, letting your head fall heavy. Totally sinking, being supported by the ground beneath you. Letting the weight of anything you're carrying just roll off your back. Gently coming forward, we're going to come into open wing, this time with our left arm out. So lying down onto your belly, extending your left arm out to the side. You're gonna roll onto your left side body. Again, that right leg can bend up if you'd like and kind of push backwards. If it's just enough sensation still with the legs bent out in front of you, feel free to leave them. The top right arm can rest in front of you, maybe drape behind you. Maybe extend out open. Finding the right level for you where you want to feel the opening along that whole left shoulder and maybe across the chest. Just letting that top arm come in front of you, releasing your legs and rolling back onto your belly, drawing your left arm in, maybe turning your head the opposite direction. Noticing any sensations running through your shoulders, your arms. Just following the movement of sensations through your body. It's often when we quiet and become still that things that are always happening and always present but we never notice can kind of become a little more prevalent, a little more obvious. Just pushing yourself up to a table. We're going to come into our little dragon sequence here. So if you'd like to push into a gentle down dog, feel free. Maybe pedaling out your feet. Maybe moving your hips side to side. And then walking that right foot forward to the front of your mat. Placing it between your hands. And lowering your left knee down. If you'd like a folded up blanket or towel under that left knee, feel free to cushion that. We don't want any kind of knee pain or stress at all here. So with that right foot forward here, just slowly letting your hips settle a bit and sink down. So we're getting a big stretch along this left hip flexor, that left inner thigh there, and into the right outer hip or right inner hip, all over for me as well. So your arms, you can have your hands flat on the mat. If that is too much sensation you're feeling in that leg, you can always elevate up on some blocks, or maybe just by making a fist with your hands, that can take some pressure off. So again, remembering we want mild sensation, something that's pretty gentle but yet present. So not looking for over intense, really kind of tearing or really aggressive sensation here. Just settling in with your body, noticing what's there. To move into overstepping dragon, you're going to take that front foot and walk it slightly backwards a little, putting the weight kind of into the ball and the toes of that right foot, and then kind of leaning your upper body forward, so overstepping here, so your knee is really kind of reaching out in front of that foot, still feeling sensation in that left hip flexor, but now also getting into that right Achilles, the right back of the foot, into that right calf as well. Sliding that right foot forward, back to between your hands, and then maybe a little further forward than that for gecko. So still big stretch along that left hip flexor, that left inner groin. Now maybe into the back of that right leg as well. Just trying to let your breath be natural and smooth. If you find you're having to really deep breathe to get through it, maybe backing off to a gentler spot for your body. keeping that right foot out in front of you still, just shifting the weight of your hips back over that left knee. So really releasing the big stretch in that left hip flexor. You can just keep that right leg extended. So now we're really feeling it along the back line of that right leg. You can roll your spine forward, tucking your chin. So kind of letting the upper body just drape over that extended right leg. Going with just one more. If you guys want to come into swan directly from here. So bending that right front leg. So having the foot kind of fall right under your hips. You no need to put that leg out parallel or anything. So making sure that right knee stays safe and protected. Keeping that left leg extended behind you. So still probably feeling a little bit into this left hip flexor, but now really getting into that right hip. So you can always take collapse swan where you lower down onto your elbows. Just really getting deep into that right hip joint a little more. Noticing any muscles that are tight and trying to relax them and release them. About 30 more seconds here. Gently pushing up, releasing that leg, stretching it out behind you, and just coming onto your belly. I know that was a long one, just letting go, totally relaxing onto the ground. Seeing if the right and left hip or leg feel different. Just tuning into the sensations that are there. pushing yourself back up again. You'd like to take another down dog briefly. Even as you move, maybe feeling into that right and left side. And then walking that left foot forward. Planting that left foot between your hands toward the front of the mat. That right knee is going to come down, again cushioning that or padding it with a blanket if you'd like. And then settling here, starting to let those hips sink down so that way you're getting a stretch on that right hip flexor, that right inner leg, and then into the left hip as well. Always feeling free to use blocks on the hands, or maybe elevate into a fist here if that hurts your wrist or gives a little extra height. Just walking that left foot back slightly, coming into overstepping dragon if you'd like. So placing the weight of that left foot really into the ball of the foot, the toes, lifting the heels slightly off the mat so that way we're getting into the left Achilles, the left calf a bit, while still feeling the pulling in that right hip flexor, that right groin. Walking that left foot forward, coming in between your hands and then going even a little further forward if you'd like for gecko. So having that left foot slightly extended with the hips still pressing down, really feeling it in that right groin and then maybe along the back left leg, hamstring area. Trying to relax those leg muscles, really getting deeper into the fascia, the connective tissues of the legs here. that left foot forward. Now shifting the weight of your hips back, moving your hips over the right leg more. So we've released that big pull on that right inner groin. And now we're just bending over our left knee. So feeling big stretch along the whole back line of the left leg here. As you just drape your body forward, letting your head fall heavy. Just coming into swan to finish. So we're gonna bend that left knee back, making sure there's no pressure or pain in that left leg. Sinking your hips down, keeping that right leg extended behind you. I should have said on the first side, if you do need some support under this hip here, always feel free to put a block or a folded up blanket. And then just gently lowering down onto your elbows if you'd like, or feeling free to stay up in high swan. Really here we're just targeting the deep into that left hip. Couple more breaths here. Gently pushing yourself up, releasing that left leg behind you and just coming into lying on your belly. Maybe turning your head the other direction. just from lying on your belly here, we're just going to come into a nice back bend. So elevating up onto your elbows, keeping them about 90 degrees below your shoulders if you'd like. If this is already too much on that lower back, you can walk your elbows out slightly. That'll decrease some of that sensation in the back. But just settling into Sphinx here, so as I'm sure you can feel, the target area is our lower spine. Again, taking some time to move our back in a direction we often do not spend much of our day in. So it might feel a little strange. Letting your belly and chest just sink heavy. Envisioning the weight of all your muscles just sinking onto the mat there. Relaxing the muscles in your abdomen, in your spine, down through your glutes and into your legs. Really letting your lower back be the place to receive the stress of the posture. You can look up with your head if it feels better to let your neck fall heavy. Maybe just look forward. Again, choosing what feels right for your body right now. Drawing those shoulders down and back. Envisioning opening across your chest. When we're afraid, we can tend to kind of come into this very protective mode with our body where we're clenched forward and kind of hunched over. So this might feel like it's a bit vulnerable and open. Just being with that, whatever emotions, whatever feelings that draws up, just letting them surface, letting them be. Relaxing your leg muscles, your glutes. If you'd like to push up into seal, feel free. So placing weight into the palms of your hands. Again, keeping your legs and glutes relaxed, just extending out through your elbows. Again, if this is too much on that lower back, if that sensation has really risen above a mild stress on the lower back there, I'd encourage you just to stay in Sphinx. You're getting just as much benefit through the posture. I want you to be in a place where you feel like you can keep your muscles relaxed, your breath easy, your mind open and receptive. more seconds here. Down back onto your elbows, and then releasing your arms down at your side, lying on your belly. It's okay to feel a bit fragile, some tenderness in that lower back. As we rest, all these sensations will kind of move through the body and they'll dissipate, leaving us with some more space and openness. Ready, just rolling over onto your back. Just gonna come into stirrup, or you might know it as happy baby. So bending up your knees and reaching with maybe your peace fingers, grabbing at those big toes if you can reach them. If that's too much, you can always just have your arms out on the side of your legs. So either keeping your knees bent and just kind of falling open down at your sides. Just picture putting your weight of your tailbone down toward the mat. So just kind of releasing through the back here. And at the same time, kind of working into those hips with the legs. Feeling a stretch along the inner line of the legs as well. And play with tucking your chin down. Just gently lowering your legs. Before we come into Shavasana, maybe pausing in pentacle here. So having your legs outstretched, maybe your feet on both ends of the mat, reaching both arms up, becoming as long as possible, and using your breath just to sink here. Taking a deep inhale, feeling your chest and your body rise. And with a deep exhale, just stretching out from the tips of your fingers all the way down through your toes. Be clenching all your muscles here, stretching up and down. And then relaxing everything. And then drawing your arms back down at your side, maybe moving your legs together, finding a position that you'd like to take Shavasana in. I'm just gonna put on some music here, so if you'd like a bolster under your knees, maybe grabbing a blanket to cover over your hips, just settle into the place for you to rest and receive. Nothing else to do, no one else to be right now, but just here on your mat. gently drawing some soft movement back into your fingers and your toes. Rolling over onto your right side. Just pausing in fetal position here. Just feeling nourished and supported. And gently pushing yourself back up to a seat. You can keep your eyes heavy. And just placing one hand over your heart and one over your belly. Just feeling into your being right now. Giving yourself gratitude for taking the time, for allowing what is, all of it, the good, the bad, the hard, and the easy, and just being with it. May we be like trees who let the winds of everything blow through us, where we just work on making our roots deeper and more nourishing. Thank you so much for sharing this with me and allowing me to practice with you today. Miss you, and take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye-bye.